Hi guys, today I'm back with a new pattern. Today we're going to learn how to do a granny circle. So we learned granny square, the classic granny square, then we learned granny rectangle. Now with the same pattern, let's learn how to make a circle. So for that I have some stash yarn here. So we'll start with the one color and I'm going to use a 4mm hook and the stash yarn which I have found. Now to do a granny circle, we first have to make a magic circle. If you're new to a magic circle, this is how you do a magic circle. So you take the tail end of the yarn in one hand and you make a loop over your fingers and make a cross over your finger like this. You make a cross here. You have a cross here. Now you take your hook and hook should go under the first loop and then pick up the second loop over and you have a hook loop on your hook. So this is the magic circle way. Now you keep that circle in one place and make a chain with the working yarn. So this is the working yarn we have here. This is our tail end. So once you have the chain, the first chain, that is just to lock it in place. It's just to lock it in place. Once you have that, then we will start with our double crochet. So granny squares are always in double crochet. So I'm going to do 3 double crochet, which is the first granny square cluster. 3 double crochet. If you're new to crochet altogether, please go back and watch my tutorial on basic stitches. So we have the single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet. So right now we are doing the double crochet stitches. So 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now we have 3 double crochet together. Now we'll do chain 2. So since this is a granny square, so we have these corners. So circle, even though circle doesn't have a corner, we're going to put chain 2 so that our next row has a place for the stitches to go. So we're not going to do chain 2, we're going to do chain 1. Sorry. So we'll do 3 double crochet and chain 1. So we need to have 6 3 double crochet clusters like these. So I'm going to do 5 more now. And chain 1. Now we have 1, 2, 3 clusters. Four clusters, chain 1. This is our last cluster. 1, 2 and 3, chain 1. So let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So we have the 6 double crochet clusters, and then we will now we already have the chain 1 here. We'll we'll slip stitch with the first first double crochet and close the circle. This is our circle. So I'm going to work each row with a different color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the yarn. So let's cut the yarn, and every row we will just join a new color back. Now we can join the next yarn in a chain one space. This is our chain one space. In the chain one space, join. Now every chain one space will get a 3 double crochet cluster. So now since this is the second row, we need to increase every third row. So first we'll say first increase will be happening on the second row. First row is 6 3 double crochet clusters. Second row will be 2 3 double crochet cluster in each of the chain one space. 1 2 3 chain 1 1 2 and 3. So we have our 2 set of 3 double crochet clusters. Now we'll chain 1 again, chain 1, find the next chain 1 space, and work another 2 sets of 3 double crochet clusters. So 1 2 3, chain 1 and 1 2 3, chain 1 chain 1. So we are increasing on every chain 1 space. This is our last chain 1 space. 2 3, chain 1 1 2 and 3, chain 1, and join with the slip stitch onto the first double crochet. Got it. Okay, so we'll close the second row with a slip stitch and cut the yarn. Make sure each chain 1 space has 2 sets of 3 double crochets. Now we'll take another color. Row 3, we will first join a new color onto one of the chain 1 space. and we'll start with now in row 3 we will work only one set of the 3 double crochet in each of the chain 1 space, no increase in row 3. So we can start with either a stacked double crochet, which is what I would prefer all the time, or you can do a chain 3, just a chain 3 as the first double crochet just to get the height, and then 2 more double crochet, chain 1 to get to the next chain 1 space, and work another 3 double crochet, chain 1, I'll complete this row and I'll meet you back up in the end of the row 3. Okay, now I'm at the end of row 3. I'll join with the first double crochet, slip stitch with the first double crochet, and close the row 3. Now we'll move on to row 4, which is similar to row 3. We'll join with the new color. Join in any, you can join any of the chain 1 space. It doesn't have to be at the beginning or at the joining chain 1 space. You can join anywhere. And similar to row 3, start with either a chain 3, or you can start with a single crochet, stacked single crochet as part of the first double crochet. You can see this is the stacked single crochet, or you can do a chain 3, which both are fine, and work 2 more double crochet, which is the 3 double crochet cluster, chain 1, and the next chain 1 space will have the similar 3 double crochet cluster. So row 4 is similar to row 3. 2 rows we will not increase, we will increase in the next row. I'll show you how to do the next row. I'll finish this row and meet you back up in the end. We are now at the end of row 4. We'll join with a slip stitch, and we'll take another color for the next row. This is how the circle looks like now. Next row we will increase, so let's take another color. Join the next color at another chain 1 space, now we will do one set of 3 double crochet, which is not an increase, which is a normal 3 double crochet cluster. Chain 1, and then on the next chain 1 space we will work 2 set of 3 double crochet cluster, which is an increase. chain 1, 3 more double crochets, chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1. Now this was an increase and the next one was without an increase, so alternatively you have to increase. You are not increasing in all the chain 1 space, you are increasing in alternative chain 1 spaces. I'll finish the row 5 and I'll meet you back up. I'm almost at the end of row 5. Last chain 1 space will have an increase. Chain 1 and we'll slip stitch to the first double crochet and close the circle. That's the end of row 5. I'll show you how to do the next 2 rows and then we'll move on to the increase. Row 6 will join the next color. So now next 2 rows will be without an increase. We'll start with a stacked single crochet. You can either do a stacked single crochet or a chain 3 for the first double crochet. That's our first 3 double crochet. Make sure all the ends are secured back. I just tied up all the ends here so that it stays in place, so you can also do that. After you finish 2-3 rows, you can tie up the ends here and then later we can weave in through this and cut it off. Now we'll work 3 double crochet clusters in each of the chain 1 space, and once I finish the row 6, I'll meet you back up at the end of row 6. Now I'm at the end of row 6 and we will join with the slip stitch onto the first double crochet and close the circle. We will have one more row without the increase and then we will increase. So 2 rows of no increase and then we will increase the same way we increase here. With alternative chain 1 phase will have 2 sets of 3 double crochet. So I'll show you now. I'll complete row 7, which is exactly same row as row 6, and then I'll show you the row 8 with the increase. So I have completed row 7. Now we are going to start row 8, which is going to be an increase row. Join our new color in any of the chain 1 space as usual. And then start with the double crochet, either the single stacked single crochet or a chain 3 space. So we will work 3 double crochet, which is without an increase. We'll start with without an increase, and alternatively we will increase. Next one will get 2 sets of 3 double crochet. Chain 1 and 3 double crochet, 1 set. So we'll continue to alternatively increase 3 double crochet clusters, and I will meet you back up at the end of the row 8. And so now you must notice that we have only one more. We have our increase here, and then we have one more chain 1 space. So we have to either put a increase, or we have to put a just now make a 3 double crochet and end the row. So I'm going to just make 3 more double crochet here without the increase and close the row. This is how the circle looks right now. We can continue like this with alternative two rows of without an increase, and then we increase like that. We can keep on continuing. Now I will do 2 more rows of not increasing, and then I'll show you how to end the circle, how to do the edging and how to finish the circle. So I've completed row 9. So if you want, you can keep continuing with the same pattern, that is 1 row of increase and 2 rows of not increasing. But before finishing the last 2 rows, we need to do differently. So I'm going to show you how to do the last 2 rows before you finish your work. So I'm gonna start with the gray here. So I just stopped here because I didn't want to increase anymore. So I stopped with row 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and I'm going to join with the next color. And so the last 2 rows are different from what we have done till now. So join a new color in the chain 1 space, and instead of a 3 double crochet cluster, we're going to do 2 double crochet together. I'm going to join again, sorry. Okay, so let's see how to do 2 double crochet together. So we'll yarn over and pull up a loop like usual, and pull through 2 loops. Now we will stop here. We have 2 more loops on our hook, and we'll stop here. Again we'll yarn over, pull up a loop again. This is the second double crochet, and pull through 2 loops. Now we pull through all 3 loops. This is the 2 double crochet together. Now chain 1, work another 2 double crochet together, which is the same thing we did. This is how we are going to increase in this row. Twice you yarn over and pull through twice. Now we have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. Chain 1 and do the same in the next chain 1 space. So basically we are increasing in all the chain 1 space, but we are not increasing with the 3 double crochet cluster. We are increasing with 2 double crochet together twice. Chain 1 and 2 double crochet together. Chain 1. So I hope this stitch is clear. You just do 2 double crochet half, and then you do close the double crochet with all 3 loops on the hook. Chain 1 and do the exact same thing again on the same chain 1 space. Chain 1. So we get these kind of V's. It looks like a V. I will finish this row and I'll meet you back up at the end of the row 10. Okay, now we are at the end of row 10 and this is the last double crochet together. We will finish this row. And join with the slip stitch. Okay, now this is the last row. We'll join the next color and we'll start with 3 double crochet in the first chain 1 space. Okay, so we did 3 double crochet in the first chain 1 space where we started the row. Now find the chain 1 space in between the 2 double crochet cluster, the two together stitches we did. So here also there is one chain 1 space. We will work another 3 double crochet. We work 3 double crochet in each of the chain 1 space. So we have a chain 1 space between the clusters and then we have a chain 1 space in between these two 2 double crochet together clusters. So and also we are now gonna chain 1 in between the 3 double crochet clusters. So it's like it will be a complete 3 double crochet in each of the chain 1 space without another chain 1 space because we're gonna end the row. So we don't need any chain 1 spaces anymore. So we will not do chain 1 space and we will work 3 double crochet in all the chain 1 spaces from the previous row. So I will complete this round and I will meet you back at the end of the row. Now I'm at the end of row 10 and so I have one more chain 1 space to do here. And then you join with the slip stitch to the first double crochet and cut the yarn, and this is our end of the last row. After finishing this row, the circle looks more flat. So until then, whatever curling you felt like after doing this row, it will flatten. The whole thing will flatten. You can use this like a mat for a tablecloth, or you can make it bigger and make it into a proper round tablecloth or something like that. So I hope you will find it useful, this kind of granny circles. Thank you for watching my video.